Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new live session from the Customily team. As we are letting some other attendees into the chat, we're going to wait for 1 minute or two and play some music in the meantime.
Yo, online store owners, listen up now. I'm about to drop some knowledge, show you how Customily, the best app in town. Let me tell you why, so you can win a crown. Then you can wear the crown. Personalization is the name of the game. If your customers have personalized fame, customized products so unique and cool. Spread the word, don't be a fool. With Customily, the store will stand out. The possibilities, there's no doubt. From t-shirts to mugs and everything in between, your customers will feel like a dream.
Okay, welcome everyone to this new live session, the second live session of July. We are planning a lot of things ahead, so it's great that you are always supporting us and joining us every week. Today, with me is not just for those who don't know me, my name is Josema, but I'm not alone in this hosting. Together with me is Cecilia and Ezequiel. They are on the chat and also will be on stage presenting some great design ideas for this season. And in the meantime, you can always chat, you can always ask questions along the way, and we're going to be answering them either on the chat or on the presentation. So today's agenda is we are going to talk about wedding seasons. We're going to see the trending products and design ideas for this particular season of the year. We're going to learn how to create some designs with conditionals, meaning that you can choose between one, two, or many possible designs, number of characters, type of characters, etc. You will see how simply this is with Customily by putting together a nice design, wedding related, and we're going to create a particular product with this design. Okay. You will see that we will able to set up conditions and this design will change accordingly, but in a very fast and automated way. Also, we always have a Q&A time, so whatever question was not yet answered, we're going to address that at the end of the presentation. So today for the wedding trends, I'm going to invite my married co-friend here, Ezequiel, from the husband's team, and is going to tell you all about wedding trends and wedding designs.
Hi everyone. I'm recently married, we could say. So I got married just last year, so it's new for me, but very happy with the situation. Okay, wedding trends. If you start doing your research and go, let's say you go to Etsy and look for wedding designs, wedding trends, wedding products, you will find a whole array of things, a lot of trends, a lot of designs, a lot of products. It's like overwhelming, but we do our job. We did our job just before today, and compile some of those trends. So let's start with some of them. Okay, if you go to a big wedding, you will find that today we all have our little cameras here. I don't know if you can see my cell phone here either. You will find that we all have cameras in our pockets, so everyone is taking pictures. And a good thing for our weddings is to have this kind of photo sign with a QR code. So you don't miss any of those pictures. You can create a shared folder if you are the groom or the bride, and let your family and friends take them pictures and share it with you. So you have a big album of pictures that you can share them with your kids someday.
And
So this is
especially because the official photographies always take like 2 weeks. So having some snapshots of the event right
yeah,
after the event is really amazing, and this
yeah.
helps you organize everything.
And sometimes you find the best pictures are there, not in the, in the official album. So um, it's good to have this. It's really easy to create. It's just some dynamic image and text for the names and other things, but it's really easy to create, and you will sell it very well. Then you have these matching T-shirts. I have to confess, I did this last year. The bride and I use these kind of T-shirts. They just said groom and bride, so our friends could find us easily. But we did this, and it's really fun. So I recommend you to sell this kind of T-shirts. And then I have seen this a lot on Etsy, this wedding program, like a newspaper. So you are announcing the wedding, and you have the whole plan there, the menu, the place, the people you are inviting, and all the things that you want to do there. So it's nice, and it's a good keepsake for after. So I didn't think of this before my wedding, but I would I would like to have it.
Well, I'm turning 13 years of marriage this year,
13.
so nothing like this was available, or at least thinkable back then.
Yeah,
So I'm paying attention. This is very interesting. Probably will be for future weddings in the family.
yeah. Every year we find new ideas. So it's wedding is a niche that you can explore a lot. It's nice to do your research, thinking about the users that you are selling to. And the other one is just a magnet bottle opener. It's good for like a souvenir to have as a gift for the people you are inviting. It's easy to create, just the names of the groom and the bride, and at the date, and you have it. Really easy to create. So let's continue.
Please have souvenirs useful. Have useful souvenirs.
Yeah,
Don't
the
have them
bottle
as
opener is
items.
one that you can still
Yeah.
use after. And then we have a lot of things that you find in every wedding. The glasses, they are classic. It's useful. You can still use them after. I think that no one wants to use them because they want to. If I use it, I probably broke it. I probably break it because I break everything at home. But I even have plastic glasses for every day. But it's nice to have them. It's really easy to create. Mr. and Mrs., the names, date, and you have it. And then I still have a pillow from my cousin's wedding that it has to be like 10 years now, and I still have it. It's nice because it has the clip art of the groom and the bride and the names, but you can create something really easy with just the names and this dynamic image here and the date. In just 5 minutes, you can have it, and it's really nice. And if you have a wedding, an outdoors wedding, it's nice to sell. And then these cutting boards. This is nice because people are eating and they discover the design after, because this is full of cheese or something like that, and you discover the design after, and probably steal it after the wedding to have it at home. But it's really nice, and again, just a dynamic image, the names, the dates. It's really easy to create designs for weddings. just have to think outside the box a little bit. And then, well, these centerpieces, like flowers or scent candles in this case, I personally don't like things that we can't use after the wedding, but you can put another candle there and just use it. So still, it's selling a lot. So it's a good design to have in mind. But we are thinking about the bride and the groom, of course, but we are thinking about the bride. There's another person, another important person in the wedding, and it's the bridesmaid, because we have a lot of products for bridesmaids, and I mean really a lot of products, and really easy to create too. Um, you can sell these bags for these proposal gifts. Again, names, just a cute product, a cute dynamic image to decor, but it's really easy, really fast, and you have a lot of products to sell in this wedding season today. So bags for a present, for a gift, these proposals gifts that are really nice. And then I think this is really creative, the slippers. So the bride slippers are white and the other ones are pink. It's really nice. And the wine tumblers, because of course we are going to drink. Uh,
You know,
we could, yeah,
up until now, I was paying attention just to at some point you were going to say these are commemorative gifts,
yeah.
never intended to be used. I mean, the cutting board is probably going to hang that the
Yeah.
same as as the pillows. Don't touch my pillows. I mean, definitely people using this is amazing. And when I see the slippers, I definitely get the idea. Um, um, that this customization is to include, to surprise, and to participate as well, and not just me who wants to commemorate things and don't eat on the on the cutting board. Definitely.
Of course. It's your decision to use it or not after the, the wedding. And of course, the bride has to be the most beautiful woman in the wedding, and the other ones has to look ugly. So I think there's the thing that to distinguish the bride of the others. And the white tumbler, I think, is very nice because you will use it after. But we drink a lot in weddings, so you can drink water if you want, but it's nice to have a tumbler and to keep it. And just for letting you start with the lesson, just another thing, anniversaries. So yeah, we got married, but then we have our anniversary. You are about to turn 13 years. So let's think about the present.
Let me check. Let me check.
This blanket, I know it seems difficult. I know it seems like a lot, but it's not that difficult to create. It will take time because you need to add a lot of dynamic images and text, but believe me, it's not difficult. It seems, but it's not. You just need personalization for the photos and the couples names, but the other elements are dynamic images, and you can add different dynamic images so they can choose what they say. But it's really it's easy. It's not fast, but it's really nice. And then we have different styles of this love story. So you can tell your love story in different designs and products. So you have different pictures for special moments or trips that you did as a couple, or just use street maps for when we met, when we engaged, when we married. And another one is to create an acrylic plate and use the dates and the pictures for when you met and you got engaged, so on. So
For
it's
Greek
really,
flakes are also great centerpieces for the
yeah,
wedding itself. We didn't. show an
Yeah.
example then, but actually, since the very beginning, we started to see these products. It was amazing to kind of picture that one, especially when you go to a wedding and you say, "Wait, that would be great to have this this acrylic plaque on a centerpiece." In fact, those LED
Oh
light
yeah.
tell. So when the lights drop for the dancing part, you still see all those critics with the bride and the groom and the love story. It's actually really great to imagine that across anniversaries, but also across different uses of the same message, right?
I love that idea. I didn't think of that, but I think it's really nice, and it would be a good centerpiece, and make makes the whole decoration better. So that's a nice idea. You have to sell that.
I have to remarry or renew
Yeah.
my vows, yeah, and customize the whole thing, yeah.
Renew your votes. Yeah. So that's all of me today. Now it's all yours.
Okay, well, thank you, Ezequiel. We're going to see how to create a design, a wedding design, and it's going to be pretty fast in the concept. It may take some time to rearrange a few elements, but the idea today is to give you the step by steps, and you can fill in the each step with all your content. So. How do we start? Basically, we need to pick a product and we need to pick a design. So among the many products that Ezequiel showed you, I chose the pillows. And the idea is to create a pillow, but the idea is also to eventually either sell, customize a pillow for the bride or for the groom, or actually crossing the gifts later. But our design would imply that we don't have both bride and groom in the same picture. It's individual, so we can choose either one or one or the other. It's basically the concept we want to try today. Of course, you can always put together the characters on the same design. Today, we're going to see what happens if we put them to one or the other. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen and show you what a product like this would look like. We pick a pillow from CustomCat, okay, call this the about to get married personalizable bridegroom medium square pillow, and you here pick either the bride or the groom. That's going to be the protagonist of the design. Of course, the idea, and this is kind of a very interesting upsell itself, is because, okay, so I'm going to customize the bride and then probably going to add to cart and customize the groom and buy two pillows. So the intention of this design is that you always need to buy two. So you get this, or two, or one, or three, or whatever, or even two brides, two grooms. That's the great part of this concept design, is because you have only one one character per pillow. You can pretty much combine this any way you want. So I'm going to play around with the bride. Let's say we're going to call Brittany. So it looks like there. Remember, you can I'm just out of filling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick any skin color. And of course, the character will show. Usually we want this to show already dressed. But those are the kind of things that you can automate later in Customily. And just as easy as that, we are changing our character. If we go and change this to groom, we input that and pick our groom, let's put a jacket and a pants on this character, put a hair and some nice shoes like that. And then we have our groom as well. Right? Pretty simple. This is what we're going to be creating. As you can see, we have very few choices because we want to go fast today. But remember, this can turn into a very big and complete group of options, so you can customize pretty much any bride, any groom with any dress color, not only just white, any dress design. The options are, well, pretty much whatever you want. Remember, this, we have a lot of clip arts in Customily, but if you want to get your own clip art bundle, this tutorial will help you get things organized. The reason for this is because we want to start by putting together all our files in order to upload them to Customily. If we upload them as libraries, it's going to be easier for us to put together designs, and the choices will be made automatically by Customily. The skin color, the dress style, everything. So let's say you have your bundle, you have all your files together in one single folder. You need to split those files into the necessary folders that will end up being libraries. For example, when it comes to the man wedding, I put together all that is man. Let's say our bundle starts with just man and woman. And then we have a lot of images. What we usually do is create as many folders as libraries we want. Each library will change a part of our character. Let's say one library will be the skin color, and we will have all the elements here. We'll have shoes color, and we're going to show, right, the different options. The same goes with the pants, the jackets. And when it comes to the hairstyles, let's say, I mean, I only have 3 hairstyles, but what if I have, I don't know, 9, right? Let's say you have 50. I really don't want to show 50 options to the customer right away, because it's pretty much overwhelming, and you want them to go straight to the style they want. So I probably need to create categories to reduce the options available at a certain point. So inside the hairstyle library, folder, we see here, hairstyle, I can create another folder that will say, I don't know, curly or curly hair. Another folder that will be long, straight. These are categories. So what categories do is they help you visualize. They add another level, a previous choice for a customer. When you're customizing the hairstyle, you first choose the hairstyle, and then you choose the different options within that hairstyle. That way, you only preview, let's say, 10, 12 options per category, which is easier for the eye, right? So let's say for the long straight, I will add this, this here, and then I'm going to add this here. So right now I have one library called hairstyle and 2 categories called curly and long straight. And I will probably have another one that says, I don't know, short hair. Yeah. And I'm going to put my short hair here. So now I have 3 categories. Each time I click on a category, I will see only 3 choices. Okay. So that's how you organize your assets. Let me just get back to the original. Okay. That's how you organize your assets, and you have them in folders. So right now I have 5 folders to put together my groom, and I have 3 folders to put together my bride, the skin color, the hairstyle, and the dress style. This, again, can have multiple categories depending on the colors, depending on the type of dress. There's a lot of things you can expand about this. This is just this is basically a first step in organizing all the assets. Now, once we have all the folders together, each folder being a library, we're going to, let me just cut this and put it together here. We need to grab, okay. Oh, I see, we have the same names. Okay, we have the same names. Okay, hair, shoes, pants, dress style. Okay, I understand that. So just a matter of renaming. Let's call this the bride skin color. Okay. and put it here. So now we have the dress style, bride skin color. We have the groom screen color here. Very important to have this identified. Hairstyle actually merged everything, which is not what we wanted. So we're going to separate this. So again, groom, hairstyle, and bride hairstyle. Excellent. With all the folders ready, right? We have a total of 8 folders: 5 for the groom, 3 for the bride. We're going to grab all those folders together and we're going to zip them. Okay. We're going to call this wedding assets, like that. So inside this zip file, we have all these folders, which are the new libraries. So what we do now is we go to Customily, and before we start even creating a product, what we're going to do is we're going to go to libraries. We're going to find the image libraries and bulk upload the zip file. Find this in here, wedding assets, and Customily will grab this zip file and it will process each folder, creating libraries automatically. And if the folder has subfolders, it's going to create categories inside that library. It's a great way to upload everything fast and have it ready to create your design. So pretty fast. And it's a one-time operation, which is you can just leave it there working, and it will automate all the processes, the naming and everything. Libraries have been created correctly. So if I go to, let's say, the last page of the libraries, or maybe the first page, this is in the right. Okay, there you go. Shoes color, pants color, jackets, groom's skin color, hairstyle, everything is here, right? So if I were to click on pants, I will see the free images created already with the names and everything. Okay, so with that finished, I can start creating a new design. I'm going to be creating a CustomCat pillow. So one great thing you can do is in CustomCat, and I don't recall if I have the asset here, but one thing you can do is you can access CustomCat and check out. You can check out the print templates. Okay, it's on the print on demand. It's on the art assets, I think it's called, the section, and we're going to share the on resources. You can find that. I'm going to show you that just in a few. I had that open this and then I closed that accidentally, clearly, but you will get something like this. You get the print guide, which looks like this. And this gives you the exact dimensions of your print file, along with the wrap edge, the safe area, the primary design area, and everything. This is a square pillow, 16 by 16 inches, and it has a double side, but right now it's printing on one side. So we need half of this dimension, right? Instead of 889, it's going to be 440. 44.5, right? So with that, we're going to create our new design. Let's come to Customily, okay, and create a new design from scratch. When we start, as always, we have a big square. Let's call this live session about to get married. Okay, we can start with a square. We can start with the exact dimensions that that CustomCat indicates. Whatever helps us work better. I recommend working with this with these dimensions. So I will go and say it's not 8, it's 4 okay, 4.5 by 463.55. 463.55. I think this is all can be also typed in inches, but you see it's not exactly a square. Okay, it's slightly there, but the great thing about this is we have the exact dimensions, and I always recommend, if you have the print guide, that you upload that to Customily as a dynamic image that you will later hide. So we start with this. We're going to call this the print guide, and we're going to upload our image, which is here. We can click on the fit to canvas, so it's there, and that's it. That will guide us perfectly into where to position our design. Let's lock it so it's not going to move by accident. Now, what's going to be what are we going to put in the design? That's a very cool thing. I mean, characters will be there, but we need some context, some cool background or a quote or any. In that case, I went to Canva and I took from the elements this this flower arc, and then I added a text with a nice font and said about to get married. So this design also has the same dimensions, size right now as the one we're working right now. This is the 17.5 by 1825. That's the same we did in millimeters, but in inches. And so having the same size, putting together a nice design, this is going to be a static. So you download this with transparent background, and you have it in your assets as this. Correct? Again, you can have another one different, have multiple choices, whatever you want. I created this pretty fast in Canva, and I have this ready to go into Customily as a new dynamic image because it's my design. It's not something that customers will upload. This will be our artwork, yeah. And let's upload these images. Let's upload this. With this design and this context, I can resize this and make sure it's within our primary design area. Not that we cannot extend outside, we can actually, but you never know if how it's going to look, it's going to print. So I recommend we stay within the primary design area, right? So we cannot extend beyond this box. It's actually a pretty good outline. We can hide our print guide. We don't need this anymore for now. And we're going to create our characters within this box. Okay, so let's start with our characters. I would say we are going to start with the bride. Okay, the bride implies 3 different dynamic images, one for the skin color, one for the dress, one for the hairstyle. So our first dynamic image, we create a new one, call this the skin color, right, for the bride. And we pick from the libraries in here. We can upload the images, but we want to use our bride for other designs. So having things in library are really great. We later want to add more colors, more dress designs, more hairstyles. It's easier to update libraries. So let's go with, okay, bright skin color. There you go. And that's one of our brides. Okay, let's quickly click on dynamic image to create another one. We're going to call this the dress style and quickly put some clothes on our bride. Dress style here. Okay. Let's quickly adjust this so it fits our model. Looks like we need to make it a bit bigger. Yeah, just around there. Pretty much. This is the patient part. If you want to check how other dresses look like, which I highly recommend that you check out that, for example, this is not too big or too small. If you have this previously designed on any graphics software, then it will be easier for you to position this so everything works perfectly. But in any case, you can always preview the options you have and make sure everything looks amazing. Okay, that's great. Finally, we're going to add, let's click done and dynamic image. We're going to add another one for the bride hairstyle. Oh, sorry, not image, library. Bride hairstyle. In this case, let's pick a short hair because short hairs are easier to position on the head. So let's zoom in. And try to shape this close to the head. Could be something like this. Yeah, perfect. And we can check the other two styles to see that they are fitting perfectly. There's no, you see, it's like the head is showing on that side. So maybe this, we need to adjust this. It's very important to check the other sides. Okay, if graphics don't align perfectly, well, this is in Customily, you will have the chance to try them and be certain what's working, what's not working, correct whatever is not working, and re-upload so everything looks good. So this is our bride. Okay, let's call this the hair style. Okay, and we need the name. So we're going to create a text box. Text box will be down here like this. Right. Remember, this is our theoretical limit. We're going to align this. Okay, and probably go to character and change the font. Okay, try with a long name, like, right? Okay, looks great. Right now, our current size, it seems to be 36. Okay, right. So 36 will be the maximum size. We don't want this to go any smaller, so maybe stick with 30 as the minimum. So if people keep typing, it will not go any smaller than this. Looks well. And finally, we can grab the hairstyle. So let's call this, sorry, name. Let's grab the hairstyle, click Control or Command to pick all three elements. And if we want to reposition this, or we want to extend this so it's a bit bigger, okay, we can even click to align to the workspace and center everything. That's perfect. Also, when working with text, we can try with some characters in particular. For example, the J, the G, the Y. See how they look or the limit below, right? So this would be a great design. But how do we put together the groom? Let's basically hide the skin, the dress, the hairstyle, and the name. Well, the name can be the same, to be honest. Let's keep it like that and create new dynamic images for the room really quickly. I'm going to groom skin color. Yeah. Okay. A new dynamic image, which is going to be the pants. Select. And let me read so skin color. Then we have the pants color. Resize the pants so they look more fit. Again, if you are designing your clipboards, probably this will all be arranged that you will know the positions perfectly, and you won't have to realign all things all the time. Let me go with pant color, jacket color, and like that. Yep. Yep. Pretty good. Jacket color. Finally, another dynamic image for the hairstyle, for the groom hairstyle. Yep. And when it comes to the hairstyle, I recommend looking for those very short because they have this back neck effect, so we can see how they fit into the head. Long hairstyles will be hard for us to preview. If we need to change the skin color, just come to the skin color and preview another one just to see the contrasts. Okay, and now we can see how this is positioned. Seems to be correct. Okay, go free. Okay, good. Maybe we can put this just a bit bigger. Okay, if by any chance this is actually overlapping the jacket, well, that's pretty easy. We can just drag down this so the jacket is on top like it will be in real life. So let's go with the hairstyle. Quickly add the shoes so our character is complete. Like that. Probably shoes should be behind the pants, right? Under the pants, I would say. So let's say it's here, and so everything fits correct. Let's drag this behind the pants like that perfectly, right? I don't know if that's exactly correct, but at least for now, for this exercise, works for me. So shoes color. Here's the important part. Everything is coexisting right now because if I turn on the bride, well, definitely everything is coexisting. How do we adjust this so either one or the other will show? Basically, what we do is we pick the one character elements like the hairstyle, dress, and skin of the bride, and we create a layout. We call this layout the bride. Then we grab the skin color, shoes, pants, hairstyle, and jacket color of the groom and create another layout at the corner here, and this is going to be called the groom. Then the name is on the top and all set. Now you see I have two folders here. One is the bride, one is the groom. Whenever I click, I toggle the visibility of one or the other. Okay, and I can modify them independently all together. So the fact this groom is actually pretty small, let's make it like this. It's bigger than the bride. We don't want that. So let's just make it a bit smaller and like that. Close enough. Now we have two independent elements folded in a folder together in here in the layers, and this is all you need for Customily to create the logic. So let's keep the print guide hidden. Let's keep the artwork where it is, the groom, the bride, and the name. And that's all we need for the design. Why? Because Customily will grab these folders and create the entire logic automatically. So all we have to do now is save the design. When a design is saved, Customily will take about 30 seconds to 1 minute to create the options. That depends on how many assets you have input in the design. Once the options are created, remember right now we are in the My Design section, we are going to check out the options. Here when it says Edit Options. If you want to edit the design on the graphic part, click on Edit or Delete or Clone, okay? But if you want to edit the options, you have this option here. Let me just edit options here. Options are basically what we are familiar with when it comes to option sets. Only these options can be can be associated to the design for any product that you create in the future. So editing the options on a design level is way better than editing on a product level, because this way you ensure all products using the same design will have these options adjusted the way you want. I'm going to change this to, okay, 40 per page, preview this, and right now I see the name and I see the layout. Layout is basically what Customily has created as a drop-down to select either bride or groom. Not only that, the conditions to show or hide the different choices are automatically created because of the folders we did that are called layouts. So if I pick bride, I see the skin color, the dress style, and the hairstyle, and then the name. And if I pick groom, I see the skin color, the pants, the jacket, and the hairstyle, and the shoes. Right? So this conditioning that was always manually made is now automatically. So if I were to open any of these options and go to conditions, I will see this has already been created by Customily. Simplifies a lot of the process, helps you with the logic and organizing things in your layers from the very beginning. When it comes to options, I recommend you adjust a couple of things, always on a design level, before even creating products. For example, layout dropdown. We're going to change this to select bride or groom. Yeah. Or select gender could be also an option. You can design this any way you want. And you don't have to stick with the dropdown. If you want, you can change this to a swatch. So you will have 2 empty slots. And the great thing is when you go to the swatch values here, and you click on the bride to open this, you have to upload your own thumbnail. I went to Canva and I created a thumbnail for the bride and a thumbnail for the groom. So I'm going to download these two. Let me just page 2. No, wait. Okay, let me download page 2. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to download, oh, wait. Even better here. Oh. And then I'm going to download the other one. As easy as that, you now have your own thumbnails, and just click here and upload nice one for the bride and this one for the groom. Now that looks better. And when it comes to the skin color, for example, I can click to open this and navigate to the swatch values here. And when it comes to, I don't know, black, we don't want this character to show all the time with the arms open stuff. So we can either have a specific code for the skin color, or we can look for it in here. I don't know, this one, for example. And once we pick a color, we remove the image. And now that looks even better. The same goes with the dress if you have different colors, or the hairstyle or whatever, right? But changing this will change the aspect of the choices at any point. Then, before we jump into creating the product, if we need to rearrange this, one thing we can do is, for example, the name comes after the hairstyle. Okay, good thing. But if we also have the skin color, the pants, the jacket, the hairstyle, everything here, we should push this name to the very bottom. Maybe here I can reduce the view. Okay, so now you see this. So name I can click, hold, and send all the way down the name. Then also hairstyle is always the last thing to do. Okay, so let's go with hairstyle last, and then we have jacket, pants, and shoes. If we don't want characters to show naked, basically, when you pick a skin color, you can set a default selection. So if I open, for example, skin color for the bride, right? I can go to, for example, black. This is the one open, and check the selected. So by default, black is the skin color that will be selected by default. Same goes with the dress style. We're going to pick the ball gown as selected, and the hairstyle, you have to have the first one. So let's go with ginger and pick selected. Same happens to the groom. Groom, we can pick, I don't know, brown, selected. Then we go to the jacket and we grab black as selected. If we want this to be combined, maybe pants, also go to black and go selected. And the shoes, gray, selected. The hairstyle, of course, again, let's go with dark brown, selected. With these pre-selections, what we ensure is whenever we pick bride or groom, a full character shows up instead of, well, naked parts of the character. Once you play around and you have all these options perfectly looking the way you want, you save the option set. And this is tied to your design for any future products. Now we are ready to do the product really fast so we don't run out of time, and we have a Q&A time. So in the start section, we are going to create a new product. Look for CustomCat, look for the pillow, and well, let's go with the medium square pillow. Color white by default, print area front by default, and we click next to go to the design selection. And in the design selection, let's go for our design, which is on the last page, or we can look for this. We go married. Okay, here. So we click this and we let Customily do the rest. A new listing is going to be created in my Shopify store. It could be my Etsy store as well. It's going to connect to CustomCat. It's going to put this design on the print file ready for printing, and also on the preview. And it's going to connect everything together on the backend. And now we have the options we created and we adjusted, remember, and the new preview based on this, right? So this is our new design. So if we are to click, let's say, for example, bride, we get the bride. And if we go groom, we get the groom. And the choices are here. The name also can be this, or the groom can be, well, anything. We can preview this, and that's our product. We can even save this to be a listing photo. We can change the name of the product, do another option checking if we don't want this. But you see how fast, after you have the product, you can easily, after you have the design, you can easily put together this. But the great thing is that showing one or the other, or picking between one character, two characters, three characters, anything you want, this can be automated by using layouts in Customily. We can publish this or keep it as a draft. It doesn't have any price or anything, but let's go with a draft. And this will go straight to our front end and show exactly the same way as our example, with the difference is that our example has a drop down. Now, what if we modify this about to get married? We can always check out the backend of Customily in the store section. We go to products, right? And we find whatever product we are looking for. About to get married. This is the example I showed you. Always you have a template, always you have an option set. And if I want to use this example, maybe I can click here to open the option set. And in the preview part, maybe all I have to do is click on, here to locate and to open this choice. And instead of a drop down, let's go with a swatch and open Bride, upload our new thumbnail, and Groom, upload our own thumbnail. And then we save, right? So what if there's a question about if we can save more than one product image, for example, one of the bride and one of the groom. Actually, yes. When you are in that setting up of the product, the final revision, you always have the preview button, because you can right click and download those images and then put them in the listing setting on Etsy or Shopify. I mean, Customily will always ask you if you want to pick one of your testing, if you want that to be your listing photo, but you don't have to set it from there. You can always go to the back end of your store, right? If I go here, right? This is my this is the product I'm working on. This is the example we made, and this is the one I'm playing right now, right? So this is how you set up your listing. And yes, I have this image, but if I want to, all I have to do is let me refresh this very quickly so you can see the icons. Right? I can pick groom, pick the name, the skin color, the hairstyle, the jacket and pants, and this. Remember, this case doesn't have all the pre-selection. And then I click on the preview, and I right click this and save image as let's say mockup free, right? And I had the mockup too. So with all those examples, let's say I pick another color, like I pick another skin, another hair, another bride style, and I create a lot of previews, and I right click and download as much as I want. In the backend of the e-commerce, all you have to do is on the media, just add those images. Just like that. And they will appear in the gallery below here, like that. You can have as many as you want. You can even have lifestyle images in here, or feature those, because basically you can just put this to be the featured one or whatever. This is something you can arrange completely independently from Customily. Well, Customily will help you gather the previews really fast, because you can customize all the time and grab as many previews as you want. So if you want, if you have a design with between 1 and 4 people, you can have 4 images showing the different examples, or have even more images with combinations that you find interesting and attractive, or having those designs showcased on a lifestyle picture. Our previous live session was about creating those images. So, but yes, you can add as much images to your gallery as you want. And then when you start customizing, you see this, but you can still jump to your gallery anytime, or again, retrieve your customization. Okay, let's check some questions for the Q&A. Where do you get character elements, or do you have to pre-design yourself? Well, you can do both things. If you're an artist and you want to create those graphics, that's great. If you want to use Customily graphics, you can use it as well. They are royalty free, so you can start from a Customily design and grab all those people, all those hairstyles, and put together your own designs. Or you can acquire them. There are galleries online that you can download them for free. You can buy them. Even on Etsy, you buy bundles of different characters and different graphics. Can you please show how to push to Shopify store again? Okay, how to create the product. Okay, let me Let me share the screen again. Remember, we are going to be uploading this recording. So let's go to start again. We have already created the design. Okay. Let me just quickly check this one. This is the previous one we did for testing purposes. I wanted to see how things look like on the artwork. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let me jump again. So if you go to this one, I think I designed this a bit smaller, which is unnecessary. So we can, if you want to adjust that, all you have to do is grab. I did everything to the primary design area, but if you know this is going to look nice and you want it to be a bit big, always you can do this. Nothing will change. In fact, I'm barely resizing, so I don't even have to save the options again. All I have to do is save the design again. And I did save the design with the print guide. Sorry about that. Let's hide this again. Perfect. So you have the design. You know the product is going to be your CustomCat pillow. So you go to Start, small rocket here. Create new product is the t-shirt with a plus. And it shows all possible options right now. So we pick CustomCat. We browse through these pages or search here for the pillow. Large, medium square pillow. Okay. Once we pick this, if the product has variants like color variants, size variants, material, or any kind, you can select them here to either offer all variants or some of them, or just one. In this case, this product only has one variant and one print area on the front. So we are going to click Next, and we are going to pick from either the Customily collection or our collection, because we made this design today. We are going to find it and click there. This is the part that is automated. Customily is creating the product that is going to be pushed to Shopify and creating all the Customily elements that will be linked to that product. So the product basically, so the product becomes personalizable using Customily on the front end. Basically, when you are on the front end and you load the product, you see this process, which is the template and the options. Template will be the preview, and the options will be here, and you can interact with the options and watch as the preview changes. This is the finished product, and this is the final revision. Here you can change the name of the product. You can preview how things work. And most importantly, if you want, you can save this as the product image. Or also you can change bride and change, of course, the name of the bride, and click preview to grab another mockup and as many mockups as you want. This is a revision page. You can put together everything you want. You can do small adjustments to the options if you find something you don't like. You can edit the product details like the price per variant or the SKUs. Everything you are doing here, you can do it later on Shopify, on Etsy, and some parts on Customily. And then to finish off, you can either keep it as a draft so you can see that but nobody can purchase this, or publish and make it active in your store. In that case, it becomes part of your collection, your bestsellers, your landing page, just like this. And loading Customily perfectly well. Let me check if we have other questions. Looks like our dream team has covered everything. Okay, in any case, other questions pop up in the future when you are playing with this. Remember, you can contact us at our our email for support. You can open a live chat in the app, and also ask around in the Facebook communities. Join our Facebook communities. Check out what others are doing, are asking, how others help guide and support Customily users. Each store is unique. Each store will focus on whatever they want, so they help each other a lot and use Customily in precisely the way they need without having to replicate anything. This is the advantage of Customily. Is completely open for you to get creative and do something that is unique to yourself. We have a special guest next week. We have one of the founders of CustomCat, Alex, that's going to be joining us live and telling us all about CustomCat, the products, what's coming next, what's the greatest thing about this amazing print-on-demand company. So it will be great to have him on board, and I really look forward to presenting him to all of you. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us all the way of another live session. We're going to see you next week with great ideas, great guests, and great content about Customily. Have a great day.